What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. It's your boy, AndyArtistArsenal. Welcome. Just realized I have some t-shirt laying there. Give me a second. I'm not very professional. Yeah. There we go. I'm kidding. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing great. Yeah, you can see the fan is running right now. Well, one of them. I just did some printing, and it went really well. So, yeah, so the fan is running, so the fumes doesn't stay in the room. Open door, open window, fan is turning. Make sure that the desk, not the desk, the office is safe. So yeah, pretty psyched because I have a lot to tell you guys. First off, maybe as you can see, now it might be mirrored for you guys, but I think it's right here. You will see a new account, TikTok account, where I'm gonna be posted regularly our progress in this project and other posts. And yeah, you're gonna see it in all the screens. So if you want to follow me on TikTok also, and while we're at it, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, go ahead. And if you haven't subscribed to the Instagram, go ahead. So yeah, it gives a lot. It helps a lot to make this dream come true. And I want to make this thing go. Good morning. Learning a lot from you, Soma. How's it going, Soma? Thank you very much for the comment. I hope you had a great week. It's sunny today. I hope it's sunny on your way too. Think so. And yeah, hope you're doing great. So yeah, new account, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. And soon we're gonna have a website and a Facebook page also. Make the whole shebang complete. And the website will be available to buy the STL file of our little chessboard. Give me a second, somebody ring. I'll be right back. Sorry for that, folks. Here we are. Oh, a little plus thing to show you guys. We have a new package. So as you know, or probably know, and you might have to excuse me for the mess. I've been having some movement in the office, but I have a little 3D printer right there running along. Look at that cute thing. And we've been ordering some new filament. And let me just grab a cutter real quick. Where's my little cutter? I'll show you guys what we have here today. And it was crazy because I ordered 10 filaments and only one was from another post office. So it's crazy that 9 came from one post office and just one then came from that post office. Yeah. Okay, big printer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's running smoothly. It's running well. Bamboo A1. Very nice filament printer. I love the damn thing. We have some yellow. So I got some yellow, green, blue, red, orange, pink, beige, white, black. I think that's it. Did I say purple? I'm not sure. Anyways, I did a post on Instagram. Go watch it. And also on my TikTok. Go watch it. It was fun. Little unboxing. Look at me, I'm an influencer. Alright. So that's one thing done. Nice yellow that we're gonna be doing some printing with. I don't know what I'm gonna print with yellow, but at least I have yellow. Other topic of printing, we have our little king that we had a couple of weeks ago. Very nice. And now, let me just show you here. I printed myself with that printer a nice little turntable, so I can put it here and show it to you guys without having to turn my hand and hide a couple of stuff. Now again, I do have to invest in a better camera for the webcam, because it's unfortunate for you guys, you can't see it, but it looks awesome. Oh, we might have our little mascot, our little intern coming today. Yeah. Little Calypso. Say hi to everyone. Hello. She's not here often. Not in the office. What? I'm a little bee. Alright. Go by the window. Likes to sit in front of the window. Now that the window is open, she likes to take fresh air out of it. Now, this one you already saw, right? And I don't know if you saw this one in this stream. Sorry guys, I'm moving all around this place, but that's how it is in the West Coast. Alright, so here. Hi, cat. They say hi. She's looking outside. Sorry, so. And now this one is a 75mm. I'm pretty sure you can see a lot more details on this one. Oh yeah, this turntable is very nice. So you can see over here, this is the, we can call it the hero size. Pretty nice to put it on your shelf. And speaking of which, we can put our other hero size, the pawn. With his 2-axe, berserker style, screaming his lungs out. Yes sir, yes sir. And if you want to play with it on your chessboard, you'll be able, because this thing is way too huge to play with. A 35mm. Yeah, let me just put it here so you can see a little bit better, or maybe in the black right there. And maybe just a bit closer. But yeah, probably a new thing to add to the list is invest on a camera. There we go. Well, that's the pawn. So these two we've been going back and forth in printing for quite a while. We had a little issue with the 35mm before. The hand, this hand right here, wasn't printing, and I think I realized it was just more the orientation of the character. And so I tried with this one, and it went amazing. Now, the newest addition to the crew, let me just put these aside. Let me put these aside too. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the 75mm ready for this one, but it will be soon. Aw, yeah. Check out this knight. Very nice. I was super happy the way it came out. Might have a little issue with the axe, but I realized I didn't support the axe. So it started printing only halfway into the blade. So the bottom part is broken-ish, you know, or hasn't printed well. But I fixed it already, put some supports. And also here in the shield, right here, can't really see it on the camera, but we have a little bit of wobble, and that's because they didn't have enough supports on that side. But other than that, thing looks amazing, and I already did a post. You should follow and see the post so you can have more details shown. But yeah, you can really see the fur of the ram. Let's try to put it a little bit more light. Yeah, it's kind of complicated, but there's a lot more details, like fur of the ram, the horns, even the shield. I was surprised for the shield. You can see all the details inside the shield, even the cracks and damage. As for the axe, it's really solid. I was surprised too. It's not too bendy, it's just a bit bendy. And the handle is looking very nice. But yeah, overall very satisfied with this thing. And also surprised on the weight distribution. As you can see, if I hold it on top, it holds. And there's a lot of weight here. It feels heavy. So yeah, super psyched about this. Which brings me to the next segue. If you want to print these ones when they're gonna be online, I do have some affiliate links in the description. I'm not sure if live you see the description, but I'm pretty sure you do. But in the description, holy shit, this one looks nice. Damn straight, Soma. It looks nice. It looks amazing. Thank you very much for the comment. Well, yeah, very happy, very happy. So yeah, if you want to print those, let me just share. Let me just put this on my other screen. I do have some affiliate links to Anycubic. This is the printer that I have. Not this one, the resin printer. Let me just show you guys what I have. So I have the Anycubic Photon Mono 4 with a wash and cure unit. You should probably have a wash and cure unit when you're doing some resin printing. I think it's a nice 100. Now this one has 2K of resin plus in the package, but if I'm not mistaken, the wash and cure station is about $100. So this is pretty much the package that I have right now. You can say with some resin that I bought separately. This came out very, very nice. The quality is great. Obviously there's a learning curve in doing some resin printing. I'm still learning myself. But yeah, if you want to grab yourself a machine and test these babies, check out the link in the description. It'll help me so I can help you create more stuff. But yeah, so you have a bunch of stuff. You also have filament printing. They just came out with a new Chroma X. It wasn't out when I got the Bamboo Lab. Otherwise, I might have tried this one. I had a lot of great reviews on the Bamboo Lab though, and it's more renowned for filament. So I went with this one. And Anycubic is more renowned for resin printing. And yeah, so probably gonna aim for the M7 for the next one. I want a bigger printer, and I also know there's more resolution. So I'm excited to see the difference in quality between the M4 and the M7. Yeah, so that's the goal. They also released this one, the Anycubic Photon P1. And it's huge apparently. It's super huge, and you can print 2 resin at the same you you can't really adjust the level on the resin for each resin, which is a bit of a bummer, but probably something they're gonna work on later on. But yeah, and they have a bunch of discount codes right now, so go ahead, use the link, grab the coupons, put all the discounts that you can, and you get yourself a machine. So when these ones are ready to print, you can print them at home. Oh, yeah. So that's that. I think that was pretty much it. I think that's all the announcement. I think we're ready to work on our bishop. This is the next character. So the bishop, I wanted to do a bishop with an armor, but also that we can read that it's a bishop. Because we gotta keep the dwarf theme going. So I wanted like a chainmail, just minimal armor, not too much, not too minimal, not like the pawn, but just a bit of armor. Maybe he'll be without armor on the hands, maybe just a naked hand, and probably a brace. But before that, let's see where our project is going. So here we have all of our, oops, let's just focus on everything, and let's just remove the paint, and we'll go one by one. So here we had our little king, our dwarf king. Oh, there we go. So our dwarf king that started everything in this project. Nice dwarf king, powerful, with a nice armor. See, he has a big armor. It's not, but we can still read that he's a king. So I really like this design. And then we have our knight. Not our knight. Sorry, our pawn. Minimal armor, more of a barbaric style with the fur. And now the new addition to the team, the knight with his mount, ready to fight. So this one, like I said, we wanted a more heavy armor, showing that this one is ready for battle for anything. So armored hands, armored gloves, armored chest plate, armored shoulders, armored pants, and shield, a nice axe. So I'll probably go with in between this one and between the pawn in terms of armor. A little bit less barbaric because he's a bishop, so the bishop will be more classy. But yeah, so that's the goal for today. And today I realized that I'm showing you guys a bunch of stuff and I'm clicking and moving around and moving fast. I think we're gonna take it slow today, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to finish this character in probably like a couple of days. But for today's stream, we'll go with we're probably just the upper body or just an arm. I was thinking more just an arm. By the way, I realized the music is a bit loud. I don't know if it's only in my headset or if it's in the stream too. Please let me know in the comments. As always, we need some reference, and I have a bunch of reference over here. And also mix and matches the original ones that we had in the beginning. So this one was for the king. So we might have some elements that we're gonna grab here and there for our bishop. Maybe not into the pawn aspect. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure we're gonna use any of these. Maybe an element or two, like maybe a horn or Yeah, I think it's too barbaric. But here are for the bishop. So the bishop, I kind of want a mix of this, which is really nice, like a rope. Let's see, like this thing is pretty cool. You have the chainmail here, and I like this combination with the gauntlet and not the gauntlet, the brace. I think a simple glove would be nice because we have the king who has a glove, and the bishop should be close to like the same level of nobility. And I was thinking something different. No shoulder pads. I was intrigued to see if it would look cool without the shoulder pads. And definitely I want a tunic that goes down and in the middle. So I think this one is pretty good for our general idea. And this one could be nice for the scepter and also the accessory on the side. See, something like that. Something similar to that without the hoodie could be cool. Now this one wanted to switch around the ideas. So it might be nice to have a rope, like a little cape, just like hanging on the shoulders without hiding too much of the armor, because otherwise we're doing work for no reason. See, something like that could be cool with a nice tunic. In terms of weapon, I was thinking a scepter could be cool because you see all these scepters over here, but also this caught my attention. Nice morning star or mace. So maybe a dual wield bishop could be cool. And for the element, oh, my cat just saw something. And for the element of the ram, I'm pretty sure we're gonna do some broderie on the tunic, so it could be cool to have this element, or maybe just a belt. All right, so let's start with an arm. We're gonna focus only on the arm today, and I'm gonna focus on the rest of it off camera, because sometimes it's a bit too much on a stream to show you everything. Well, let's go. Let me put this on another screen. And let's begin. First off, we're going to focus only on the arm. I'm going to remove the mask. And what I'll do over here is I'll duplicate the body. And I'm going to select just the arm, with a little bit of the shoulder and the chest. So that way we can work on the shoulder pad and knowing how everything works together. So that's good. We will delete hidden and let me guess. Yes, there are layers. Let's go over here. Let's go again. So you know what? I'll just delete lower over here and delete hidden. And also I want from the chainmail. Do I want the chainmail in? I think so. So we're going to duplicate the chainmail. We're going to apply the chainmail. And I'm just going to select the part that I want. Let me just double check before. I think there's layers. Nope, there isn't. All right. Let's remove symmetry. I'm just gonna grab this. That's just for reference, right? Because the real chainmail is right here. This one is more to focus on only one aspect. We're gonna hide everything except our arm and our chainmail. And while we're at it, I think we're just gonna work on another subtool. And we're gonna grab the arm. And here we go. So now we can just focus on this part and we'll know that this is intact and we don't need to work on that. All right. Let's see the brace. So a brace like that could be cool with the glove underneath. Something like that also. It's a bit blurry, but it's really nice. Glove like this could be cool. I think this one is AI, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel like these things are a bit, yep, I think that's AI. Well done. The thing we're just using as a reference. All right. This one also, I think it's AI, but I'm not sure. Okay. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe it shouldn't be a metal plate for the brace, but I think it has to be, because if we're thinking logically in our concept, if he has a chainmail and he has something like soft like a leather or something like that on top, I'm not sure it's protecting some stuff, right? So yeah, we're gonna go with a metal plate, something like that. And we can also go to our king and see if there's some inspiration coming over here. Well, that's pretty cool. I think only this part will be used. We can kind of base ourselves also on this part over here. He's wearing a rope. I kind of want some piece of armor. What about here? What about these ones? See, something simple like that I think would be nice. We can kind of do that thumb thing, but keep the rest chainmail. So let's start with that. Let's start with this shape at least. So I'm just gonna scooch it a bit over here. I'm gonna hide the chainmail. So here I just want to mask with lasso. There we go. And I'm just gonna scooch it right here and focus on this part only. Seems to go on the bicep. No, just underneath the bicep. And it stops and it goes right here. We're gonna extract, accept, and from here we're gonna go from our arm and we're gonna move it to the center of the world. Just make it flat like that. Probably gonna have to move it a bit on this side. Yes, sir. So it's bigger. And this part, we don't need it. So here it looks like we have one big piece with an extrusion. We have one small piece and one additional piece for the wrist. So let's start with, yeah, we'll start with the big piece. So actually I'm gonna revert back. We're gonna grab our move tool. And we're gonna activate symmetry. We're gonna zero mesh. We're gonna polish a little bit and zero mesh half. Let's see, a bit more. A bit more. Yeah, a bit more. And just polish a little bit. And one more. Yes, sir. Ooh, sorry for the slurps. But this coffee is good. Right. Just gonna move it into shape that we need. I realized like the last weeks I was kind of doing everything in one go, and sometimes I think it's a bit too much for me and for you guys. So thought to myself, just let it be a little bit more simpler, and taking my time to show you how to do stuff, how to do the armors without missing the whole shebang. Because I realized like I was doing most of the work and leaving you guys with an unfinished part of the project, so at least I can go and do the 100% of the brace, and that way you guys can enjoy more about the shoe. So here for that little extrusion, what we're gonna do, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna extrude the islands like that, and we'll go, I think, 4 on each side, and extrude this part. Yep. Now here you feel like a little, I think it's concave on this side. Yeah. So a little roundness. So it goes a bit like this. Just feel like a little curve, little roundness curve. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put an edge loop over here. I'm gonna grab this poly group. So if you don't know, you can click and press shift to steal that poly group. So let's say I want the green one, I press shift and I grab the green one and I can put it over here, but I want the reverse. So I want the red one, press shift and put these ones. And the reason why I want to do that is the next time I do polish group, it'll kind of count these ones as one. Oh, I didn't do it. Give me a second. Back ain't me. That's weird. Give me a second. If it's the edge loop that is messing around. No. That's weird. Give me a second. Aha. Oh, I think it's the fact that these ones are different. So let me grab the purple one. And let me grab the blue one. Aha, there we go. So we're gonna bring back our edge loop over here. And yes, sir. So we have that curve going on over here. And with the move tool, I'll just shape it a bit more like the reference. So it goes a bit flatter on top and slowly having that curve. And I kind of like this little accident. Now I'm gonna put a more lighter background so we can see better. So I kind of like this little natural curve that we have. I'm gonna just polish a bit more. Sorry. So here we have the choice. It looks like he has some straps on the brace, and I think we can keep that as it is. But I feel like this thing is going outside a bit, and the straps are so tight that this one has some pressure. So we're probably going to do that on the detail phase. But for now, I think we have the base of the shape over here. I think we need... I realize I'm saying I think a lot. I need to expand my vocabulary. Therefore, I shall say instead of I think, I believe. Yep. All right, so enough of that. Let's go with this piece. So duplicating the piece, and we're gonna grab some elements. So it goes noticing over here, it's kind of continuing the same line over here. So we're gonna grab these ones, this one, and it goes, yeah, I think it, aha, I said it again, I think it goes like this. So all this part, boop, and delete hidden, and we're just gonna give it a color like that. Now we see that curve over here. I'm gonna mask the bottom part and polish by groups. And if you're looking for polish by groups, super easy to find. It's in deformation, and it's right here, polish by groups. So I just put them here so it's easier to access. And we can see that this curve is going like outwards like this, and ours is going inwards like this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this one, we're gonna flatten out. I'm having a spam call, give me a second, I'll just decline that. And we're gonna shape it first. It's crazy. I never thought that when I'm streaming all these things would happen, like a delivery, a call, my cat waking up. But I believe that's things we have to consider. All right, so that's that. We're gonna give it a little thickness. Whoops. Extrude. Now here, what we're gonna do is, first off, I feel like this one is a smoother curve. So here, gonna grab these ones. Gonna grab these ones and put a poly group on them. I feel like it's the same blue. Pressing Alt, I can change the color while holding the click. That's different blue. And if we polish, yep, that's better. But I feel like this, again, with the same pattern over here, it goes flat on top. Should have done this before extruding, but if we polish just a bit, there we go. Now here, gonna remove symmetry. I'm gonna go to bend curve. And the first one I want to do is on the horizontal line, like that. And I'll just grab the middle one, hold shift and click. That way I'm fixed on the x-axis. And what I'll do over here is I'll place myself underneath so I can try to mimic the curve that we have on the bottom. And slide it right there. We're going to accept the curve and we're going to create another curve exactly like that. And I'm going to hold shift again and curve it so we can have that little same aspect over here. Accept the curve. And so far so good. So one element with two elements. Seems like the straps are connected to this part, so we're gonna do it the same way over here. But let's start with the wrist part over here. So logically, he would put his hand in. So I feel like we can do it all connected all around on the wrist. Yep, I think we're gonna do that. Should put a I think counter, and every time I say I think, put one, put one, put one. All right, duplicate this thing. Let's grab the polygroup over here. So I'm gonna polygroup this thing, polygroup this one. Actually gonna change. Let's grab a green one. There you go. That way I select the green, delete the whole thing. And now here we're going to extrude, and as you can see over here, it goes over this one and it goes over this one. So extrude until it goes over like that. So we have this element done, and we're going to go a bit thicker because it looks thicker. I'm gonna group by normals. I think it's gonna make my life easier afterwards. Yes, sir. And now for the wrist part. So this one for the wrist part, we're gonna go on the hand actually. On the hand, we're gonna grab all of this. It kind of cuts mid hand because you have the knuckles right here. So we're doing the same over here. I'm gonna remove a bit so we can feel that curve. And I'm gonna remove just a bit over here so it isn't too much in the way. Like I feel, just think about it. If you have a metal plate on your hand, you can't really bend it. So I think another one. So we're gonna remove this. Like that. And I'm gonna grab my pen tool instead. My pen mask. And I'm gonna draw instead. Draw this part, go over here, and go over here. Just gonna try to make it smooth. A nice line. Gonna fill this part. Yes, sir. That's that. And there we go. Now from there, We extract, we accept. We're gonna put it where it belongs. It goes over here. Go 90 degrees. The background is so bright I can't even see, so I'm gonna grab a little gray, make it a bit darker. There you go. There you go. I couldn't even see the little white writing right here. Okay, so we need to follow the same direction of the brace. We're gonna do double so we can see better. Now remember that this one is exactly from the hand, and this one we did some modification, so we're probably gonna have to modify these parts and not the one on the bottom. All right, I feel like feel that that's good. So here, polish by groups, just to have a smooth line. Or polish, yeah, no, polish by groups. I'm gonna remove the double, and I'm gonna go half, half again, half again. Polish by groups, half, and here it's really sharp, so let's grab this with our move tool, grab this little point, grab this little point, and grab this little point, and go again with half. Yep, that's good. So what I'll do over here is I'll isolate this and I'll mask this part. Go with lasso. And grab all this. I just want to make sure that this part is not selected, so we're good. Revert the mask, go in the middle. We're gonna just go, just gonna go a tad higher and scale up. See, these ones I don't want to be affected. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna revert and I'm gonna mask this one, this point, and this point. And polish by groups. Yes, sir. All right, so that's that. So let's give it some thickness. And we're gonna go inward also to make sure that when it comes to contact with the hand, it's watertight. So here, what we want, we're gonna hide everything. And I'm gonna grab everything except the part for the hand. Go in the middle and try to match it so that the hole right here, it's kind of fitting just underneath this blue part that I have. Because you can see over here, it goes just a bit under this, but I feel like it goes over this part. So a bit more, and this one a bit longer because we lost some length. And what we can do also is grab this little pink poly group, put out the green, and let's scale it down. Just keeping a small curve so it doesn't look too modified. And this one also, the blue one. We're gonna do it like that. You know, the blue one, I think we can go all the way. Okay, that's good. And now here, if we polish by groups, we should be good. I'm gonna grab these ones, grab this one, mask it, revert the mask, and polish by groups. That way the blue part is better. And actually, you know what? Let's just erase them so it's smooth. Erase this part so it's smooth, and just add one in the middle, add one in the middle. That way it's straight, doesn't have that wonky stuff. And this one over here, we're gonna grab our move tool and just shape it, because you can see that it's going round and round. And here we have that wonky stuff happening. By the way, let me know if you have any plans for the weekend. I'm excited to see how's everything going with you guys. For myself, I have a little bit of house cleaning to do. And then it's the birthday of one of my boys. Not one of my boys, but one of my homeboys. There you go. There we go. We're going to grab over here and just connect it. MVP. Thank you, Moroni. There we go. So I think that's gonna be good. So let's put it all in a folder. Brace. You know what? MVP yourself, man. That's all. That's what's all about. There we go. So let's put that over here. That's what's all about. All right. So let's put this over here. Twist it, turn it, pop it, yank it, shake it, hit it. I don't know if you guys remember this this story. The way that you had to follow whatever it said, otherwise you would be eliminated. A bit like Hot Potato. No, not Hot Potato. It's the game that you have to throw the ball, otherwise it'll explode. I don't know, whatever. But yeah. So looking at what we did, it's not matching at all the brace. So we're gonna move it back to our center point right here, and all this part we're gonna scale them up, except for this one. This one looks good. We're gonna scale them up, and now we're gonna move them. I want this. Yeah, and turn it, pop it, yank it. Okay, so for the wrist, it's dead on, it works well. For this part over here, we're probably just gonna have to tweak them manually one by one. So I feel like this one needs more thickness. Just gonna place it first and then we're gonna adjust it. Just gonna scooch it a bit so we can see underneath. Now the base one, I feel like it's has symmetry on, so we can move that. All right. I don't want to move it with the move tool because I want to keep those straight lines straight. Afterwards, once we have the right scale and proper thickness, we can move some stuff and make some damage on it. But for now, I want to keep it as is. And for the chainmail, it doesn't really matter because we're gonna put it in the brace. And that way we won't have any artifacts when it comes to print. I'm gonna place the little plaque over here. And like I said, it feels like it's continuing on this line, and this one we're going over the line. So we kind of need it about this length, and it needs to go higher, and it needs to be thicker too. So this part over here, let's increase the thickness about this height. This one about this height, and I think this one too. It's a bit more thicker everything. And while we're at it, this one also. All right, group by normals, group by normals, and group by normals. And this one also, group by normals. Now this one over here, we kind of need to turn it up like that. All right. So we have the main base of our gauntlet done right here. Now it's time to do some additional details. So what I'll do is I'll save this as an external part. So this will be brace bishop. There we go. Now, like I said, the chainmail, we're just gonna grab it real quick and move it inside so it's not too distracting. And while we're at it, we can also make the glove for our character. glove is super simple. Extract. Here we're going to smooth one time and half the whole thing. Zero meshing. And it's done. Another half. Just gonna move it so you can see the download line. And I realize while we're printing these, it's nice to really exaggerate the details because it's so small. And if I don't know if you guys remember, well, actually I can show you on the knight right here. Remember I added these little triangle over here? So these triangles, we can barely see it on the 35mm. Probably gonna see it more on the 75. But yeah. So really exaggerate those forms. And if you're wondering what's this part, it's the key to put into the hole right here. So that way you don't have to hold the whole thing when you're gluing. You just put some glue into that hole, put the key in it, and it fits perfectly. And I make myself move the character upwards so it doesn't have any issues colliding with the saddle. Little side topic on that. All right, so oh, that's our bishop. That's our arm, and this one over here we're gonna have to smooth. Gonna polish this a ton. Polish this a ton. That, like that. I think I'm gonna grab my smooth brush and smooth these ones because it had space for the fingernails and we don't need them. Half again. We're almost there. Almost there. All right, so here I'm gonna inflate until I am close to no longer see the fingernails. So we're gonna go once, twice, 3 times. And from here we can also grab our inflate brush, just slightly go over, and you can literally also just cut the hand so you don't have any artifacts going afterwards. We'll close the hole over here. That way, the next time we Dynamesh and make the whole thing watertight, it'll just consider the glove instead of the hand. So that's why I'm not cutting the hand in advance. We're gonna keep the groups and one more. I think no, we're gonna keep it same. Yes, sir. That's good. There we go. That's the glove, and you can see a little artifact right here. All right, cool. Let's bring back our reference. So we're not doing this little part. I think it's too much of an armor for Bishop. So this part is enough, but it's time to add some shape into this brace. First off, we're gonna create the elements that we need, so the straps, and then afterwards we're gonna add more details on that. So here for the straps, there's multiple ways you can do. We can do the masking way, or we can do what we did earlier, duplicate, and I'm gonna grab my Z modeler tool. We're gonna grab the polygroup, polyloop, poop. Let's go with thick straps. Yep. So 1, 2, 3. 2 thick straps should be cool. That should be enough. Now these ones, we're gonna select them and delete everything else. And while we're at it, let's do a quick polish. And from here, to add some thickness, you can either use your Z modeler or dynamic subdivision with some thickness. Let's go with 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0. You know what? Let's try 1. Yeah, 1 is good. All right. So that's that. Now, noticing that it's attached to this part, we don't need the extra polygon going through. Let's grab these, grab these, grab these, grab these. Oops. I'm gonna add just the edge loop right here and add this, and same on this side. I'm gonna add an edge loop right here. I'm gonna revert and delete hidden. So here, I'm gonna just grab these ones and grab these ones. Delete hidden. Auto groups. No. Yeah, auto groups could work. Yeah. And now if we go back to our thickness, here, I don't want too much smooth. Actually, I don't want any of it. Now let's grab our move tool and put it where we want it. Now, since it's straps, this one we don't need to worry about deformating the form. You can grab the remove topology so you don't affect the other one. I said so you don't affect the other one. Why is it affecting the other one? Let's mask it. There we go. As you can see, it's smoothing this part too. So grab this, mask this part, mask this part, this and this. just a few times, then putting back our thickness. I think that's good. What do you guys think? I think that's good. I'm just gonna move these points. What I'll do here is I'll apply the thickness, groups by normal, and polish by groups. Hey, what up, Sniper? How's it going? Hope you're doing great. Working on the bishop today. So making a bishop armor. And today we're taking it slow. We're just focusing on the arm and shoulders, so it doesn't go overboard for the stream. And I think we're only going to focus on the forearm. So this one over here, we're going to scale it upwards. Feel like it has more space on this part. So I'm going to smooth, polish by groups again and again. I think that's good. All right, let's save this. All right. Okay, so for the next part, let's redefine a little bit our shapes. So let's start exactly on this one. So here, if we press divide, if we subdivide, it kind of gives us that round shape. I like it, but I kind of don't like it. So let's reshape a little bit what we have over here. Let's see if we can bevel the whole shebang, and I think it's gonna look nice. Oh yeah. And from here, what we can do is actually remove this one, and the bevel is going to be more intense, but I'm going to remove this one over here. Yeah, I think let's try another bevel. Yeah, it's not doing exactly what I wanted. So let's keep this one over here, but let's just move the edge loop. Can I just move? No, I want to slide the whole thing. So slide edge loop complete. And that's what I want. Just gonna move this part over here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So here what we can do is crease polygon. And here, just so we can have a little preview, dynamic subdiv, and you can see it's way more sharp. And if we go one crease level above and we upgrade, so you can see a nice smooth line, but that's more pronounced. Now here it's not affected because it's only polygroups by by polygroups, and I polygroup by normals. So here we're just gonna add a crease on this one, on this one too, and on this one. So like that looks really nice. So we're gonna keep it dynamic for the moment, and maybe afterwards we're gonna apply the whole thing. So I feel like this one has a bevel and this one has a bevel also. So let's grab them and create a bevel like so. And to mimic the same bevel, you just click once and it works. Now this one is a bit too round. So let's make a bevel like this. Yeah, I think something like that could be cool. Let's just one tad smaller. Yes, sir. Polygroups by normal, dynamic, crease. So this one had 3, and this one had 2. This one is 3, this one has 2. But we can already see the difference in between the crease between both of them. I feel like this one is more sharper, so let's go 3, and let's go 4. This one, like, it's really sharp now. Alright, same go for the base. I feel like the base doesn't have a bevel, but let's see what it looks like with one. First off, I'm gonna remove this one, because it's gonna limit our beveling. Bevel, bevel. So here. So here, before doing that, we're gonna do some retopology. And we're gonna activate the local symmetry. So here, let's let me just move this for a moment. Gonna delete this, this, and this. That one, oh, that one, and that one. And so how we're gonna do this is it should move this part. What I'll do is actually just focus on the pink part. Yeah, delete hidden. That way it doesn't collide with the other ones. Like that. This one we move it like this. Is it like that? No. Wait a second. So I want this. I want this. Yeah, okay. I want this part to go here. And I want this part to go here. And from there, we extrude this one. I want this one to go in the center, and I want this one to go here. Stitch to endpoint, grab one, grab two, and that's it. Now this one is horrible on the other one, on the other side, so mirror and weld, and our problem is solved. We're gonna mask this part, grab this, and swoop. One more time. All right. And now we can extrude inwards. And bada bing, bada boom, we have our thing. Group by normals and polish by groups. And that way it gives us a smoother curve, and from here we can bevel the whole shebang. If we can just grab the edge loop that I want, please. Are you mad, Sniper? What's happening? There we go, we have the bevel. Crease and crease. This one and this one. What's happening, my guy? Why the angry face? So here, looking clean. Thank you very much, sir. And as you can see over here, we have the crease level 2 now. Oh, it's double. Aha, c'est ça que je me dis. So flip, right here. So crease level 2 with 3 level of subdivision. I think we're gonna go 3 and 4 on this one. 3 and 4. Yes, sir. Looks nice, looks clean. Clean and clean, easy breezy, beautiful cover curl because I'm worth it. I am old right now. All right. I'm a bit kid now. No, not I'm old right now. All right, cool. So this one over here, I feel like our base just moved a little bit to the left. I'm just gonna tilt it like so. Our little intern is back. Hello. Want to go by the window? Hello.
Okay. Go, go, go.
What's it? There we go. She's been doing some overtime. Sleeping. Life is hard as a cat. So some people don't understand. All right, so here, let's remove this little edge loop. Whoops, insert. Let's remove that. Yeah, cat in the box. You know what? My cat doesn't like too much the boxes. She's more of a bag. Grabs the Amazon bags. Grabs the filament bag sometimes. Yeah, every time we go back from the grocery shopping, she goes into the grocery bag. Yep. One heck of a cat. So here I think we're gonna do some retopology on this one too. Let me see if I can just do it without the retopology and it doesn't look wonky. Yeah, it looks wonky. So let's do some retopology. Grab the blue one, delete the whole thing. And now here, what we can do? Bum bum bum. We can do bridge these two. Oh. Yeah, so bridge these two. And I'll insert a poly loop over here. From here, let's grab this little point, bring it over there. And I think we're done, yeah. So that, close the hole. No. And that's it. And from here, mirror and weld. And we're back where we were. All right. Let's do some thickness. Let's undo the double. Extrude. And just enough so it goes underneath the straps. And flip. Group by normals, and we're back where we were. Right, you can see here it kind of went wonky over here, so let's grab this and just poly loop it. And you know what, let's just grab these ones, go manually for this one. No, I don't want another green. Let's grab some red. There we go. Now smooth by groups. There we go. That's better. Aha! Let's bevel again. Bevel this part. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. I'm gonna steal this one and put it over here, and then there we go. I kind of don't want it to bevel on this side. So what we can do is let's see if it'll work. Let's insert an edge loop right here. Let's insert an edge loop all around here and remove this one. Yeah. So we kind of made our own bevel. How? There we go. I'm just gonna move these ones a bit closer. Try to make equal space on the whole thing. Here we go. Crease by body groups, dynamic. Let's go 3 and 4 already. I think that's the magic number right now. There we go. That looks nice. That looks clean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're too kind. Wahana, wahana. Alright. So over here, we're gonna need some buckles for the straps. So an easy way to do some buckles. Zbrush already have IMM brushes that you can just put in the buckle right here. I grab them most of the time. It's super convenient, saves you a lot of time. And since it's a small detail, we're not even gonna see. We're gonna see the buckle, but we're not even gonna see the details behind them. So just something like that with a little bit of inflate. And that's it. That's all you need. Now, if you want to make your own buckle, by all means go ahead, but for me that's fine. And you know what? Let's create some offset. It's always more interesting when you have things different. So you know what? Let's save some work. Let's just duplicate this one. See, like that. Instead of having them stacked one above another, you offset them, and it's already looking more interesting. All right. All right, so our arm is looking quite cool. Just realized that it did some buckle on the other side. Let's remove them. All right. Oops. And here, we're also gonna crease, but not too much. Let's go in dynamic. I don't want thickness anymore. Let's go 3. You can see that little line over here. We're gonna get rid of it. Gonna just put it inside our little plate. And don't worry, I saw it too. There we go. That's looking quite nice. So here he has a little engraving on the plate, so it might be cool to have our little ram again in display. So let's do that. So what I'll do here is I'll duplicate, and I will apply the dynamic subdivision. And on this one, yeah, I'll bring it home. I'll bring it home right here. Let's go, you know what, just reverse. Yeah, boy, that's it. That's all I wanted. And from here, let's do some drawing. So I'll grab my pen, my little glove, and let's draw a ram. I think I got used to it from all this project so far. Mask pen with symmetry on. You know what, we can subdivide even more because we're gonna need some high definition on this one. So I'm gonna start with the little horns. And we're actually gonna shape our horn right away with this. And it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. And the reason why it doesn't matter, because this is only the mask. We're gonna extract, and from there we can even tweak a little bit more. Oh yeah. Bonsoir, mon grand bonsoir, Monsieur Dylan. What's poppin'? There we go. So that's one. We can extract that. Actually, we'll give it already a thickness. So here's 0.02. What does that look like? It's kind of huge. So let's do 0.1. Yes, sir. Just gonna clean this up. Yes, sir, sniper. Little horn action going right here. Accept. Just gonna do all the elements first. So here we can go with something interesting like that. Déjà pensé print le 3D d'un J. Juste la lettre J. Non. J'ai pas de J dans mon nom. Je connais personne qui a un J. J'ai un ami qui a un J. Non. Quoi? Pourquoi Dylan? Pourquoi le J? Le pétard. Ah ouais, non, non, non. Non, monsieur. C'est ça, oui, merci Sniper, on va arrêter ça, There we go, ça comme ça, here and... Now we can do some monkey face, monkey element like that. Let's get no fish. Go. I can grab that little point. So we can go with a similar design that that the knight has. This design right here could be cool to have on this thing over here. But so far, every ram done on every character was a bit different. So let's try to keep something something different for this one also. So here. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. We have something. Oh yeah. Let's try to make it as clean as we can. And for the top, what if I do this? Nah, I don't like it. Just go closer for the horns. There we go. So that's that. Accept. Already looking badass. Now here we can add some little ornaments. Let's see if we have something in our reference that could be something like that. Could be cool. Unfortunately, it's all pixelated. Oh, you know what? I do have some ornaments right here. Oh, we're gonna go on this one though. Let's see what we can find. Something like that. Something like that, maybe. This one, it's not centered at all. What we're gonna do is separate it and let's make that curve that we had like that. And what? Something like that could be cool. And if we put it in, put a bit more thickness. And no. Something here. Now that could be cool. And we just need something in the middle. I think this could be cool. Yeah, like that. Go in the middle. Let's turn. Put that in the center and move it upwards. And curve like that. Accept the curve. Do another one on the y-axis. That way. Slide it in. Might have to move. Oh, sorry. In place. All right, cool. And now this one, it's time to do some modeling on it. First off, let's reduce our resolution. Again. And again. And like I said, I believe that doing the whole armor would have been impossible to do. It is impossible to do in just 2 hours. So yeah, I think just attacking just this part of the armor it's enough for you and for me also. Let's see here. Let's go once again, one last one. And the last one like that. So kind of want to follow the same sharpness as the ornaments. So let's try something interesting like that. Our little intern is back. Here, what I'm gonna do is trim dynamic, but with Alt. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, but super focus. Sniper with the heart. How's that looking, Sniper? Quite nice. Love the details you added. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see if trim dynamics gonna help us. I believe it is helping. Just trying to smooth the whole thing. Oh, the worst part is every time I work on these kind of details and I print them, I realize how small they are, but they're worth it. H polish is pretty awesome for removing all imperfections. Now we do want to keep some imperfection. It's an armor. It's been through battles. Even though he's a bishop, still need to not feel CG. So now we have nice smooth horns. And we're gonna go inside now. I think it's a nice, contrast. We have one concave and one convex. What I can do also is move this little part over here. Like that. This one over here. Let's see what we can do with it. First off, let's see if we can group binomials. No, we can't. But you know what? I'll just grab the purple part. And half from this part. Here, grab this little corner, this little corner, this one over here, this one over here, this one was kind of round, so it's good, and I want this one and these ones. Not too much, so let's grab these ones and I'll do it afterwards. Aha, that's cool. Let's go one more. Oh, no, it's too much. Okay. Oh. We lost our little point. This one. I think we're good. And now extract inwards till it goes in, flip. From here, let's just subdivide. Oops, I think we have a bit too much of resolution. So 5, delete higher. And here we're just gonna smooth this part. Actually, you know what? Let's just move that. Move that. Polygroup by normal. And here you can adjust the angle. Yeah. And now from here we smooth. And now it's sharper. And you know what? Let's keep the same, keep the groups. I don't want that wonky stuff in the middle, that's weird. I don't want this. What if what if I don't do the symmetry and then I apply this and then Yeesh. Let me see. If I don't apply the symmetry, it looks weird like that, and then we mirror and weld, and then aha. Okay, cool. That's fine. So the whole shebang was just because we had a pinch right here and it was bothering me, but now we don't have it anymore and I'm happy. All right, so dam standard, let's do something. What, let's bring these together. No, it's weird. Let's you know what, I have an idea. Let's go something like that. Okay, and from here, now we have that line. We can lasso. And we can just scale it up like that. But actually we'll sharpen our mask. So masking, sharpen. And from here, scale up. Let's just move it equal, scale up again. And it'll give us that nice offset. From here, just move this little part. Like that. Kind of like it simple like that, but I have an idea. Let's do some chiseling. Let's go with 60, and here chisel always have a stupid amount of lazy mouse. See if we can try to mimic something like that. So a curve goes in like that. Okay. See, that lazy mouse is way too much. There we go. Something like that. And you have that small one going like that. Let me see on the opposite end. Yeah, that's cool. And we can just smooth it so it looks better. Let's see that tiny, tiny detail. We won't even see it because this is the size of the arm. But it's fine because on the 75mm we can see it. You know what? Let's try to do another one. One, still more. Five. From a distance, it looks nice. Alright, so let's bring all that on our arm. So here, what we're gonna do is remove all masking on any of these. And let's put that on a folder, so that will be, let's say, black plate. And from here, grab transpose set. Move it downwards and just use the red circle right here. Try to put it roughly at the same spot where the other one was. Just gonna move it slightly upwards. In the end, it's not the end of the world if it's not the exact same spot. Because it fits regardless. Looks cool, eh? Feel like a little border would be cool to just close the ornaments properly. So you know what? Let's do it. So we still have that dynamic one. Let's duplicate it. Remove the subdivision, and I want only the blue part. Delete hidden. And from here, extrude up. And let's have a reference over here and extrude out. My cat is meowing. So move this just a bit like that. And there we go. Increase by polygroups, right? Increase by polygroups, and it looks nice. So I think that's gonna be enough for our stream. Hope you liked it. I really like the way this is going along. So I'm probably gonna work on later, well not later, but off camera, and show you the progress. So if you don't want to miss the progress of our project, follow me. Nope. Follow me on the socials right here, and be sure to be subscribed. And be ready because they're gonna be printable soon. Hope you had a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. The fact that you're here makes this dream grow. And this is a dream of mine for a long, long time. I really appreciate it. So please like, comment, subscribe, share it to your friends. Even if they're not a fan of 3D, it's just fun to have you here. I'm gonna wish you a nice weekend and a nice week, and I'll see you next week. Peace out.